Okay. We little bit 13 minutes past the mark, but let's go. But let's go. But let's go. Let's kick this thing off something like this. Burn the box of blocking gossip. Ready to lock and load. Letting the truth be told. So check on this episode. Hitting you with the raw facts. So who be getting it all cracked if you ain't got the knowledge and the sweet signs? Fall back. Call it love. They quick to scream pull up. Fool. Have some goons in the old school parked inside your living room. Dudes be faking the news for the sake of raising the views. Changing narratives with propaganda. Stay tuned. Let's talk boxing. No job, no gossip. You want the facts? Get it first. From Bernie the Boxer. The mother podcast trash. They'll never be hotter. Cause spread the rules, up in the news for power. Which is sad because you find for yourself. Come on. You gotta eat, sleep, breathe this to understand. If you ain't, then you ain't a genuine boxing fan. Get your news from the not these fools popping off about who can be who doing what in the sport. Never felt the pain from the rain, brawls in the wars, but with accolades, even though what they report is false. Listen, dog, all your favorite fighters' belts coming off, and they coming on with us. Just agree to log on. Let's talk boxing. No job, no gossip. You want the facts? Get it first. From Bernie the Boxer. The mother podcast trash. They'll never be hotter. Cause spread the rumors, up in the news for power. It's Bernie the Boxer. Yeah. To the Bernie the Boxer podcast show. Yeah. Oh my God. Cold-blooded. Okay, you know who it is. You know what it is. It's yours truly. It's Bernie the Boxer. I say, did you miss me? Come on, man. Let's talk about it. Happy Sunday to all you guys, man. It's another one. We made it here. You understand? Come on. All work day, no play. You understand? Active work day. You know we did it. You seen the stories, We climbing the mountain steady as you ready. You hear me, Day in and day out, They see the glit and the glam. They don't see the grit and the grind. You understand, Yeah, that's how we're going to look pretty on the 29th, baby. We got to put that work in, man. Okay, like I said, you know who it is. You know what it is. It's yours. Truly, it's Bernie the Boxer. Appreciate everybody in that chat, man. Let's talk about it, man. It was again, it's a boxing always is intriguing. You never know what you're going to get with boxing. We had hell of a fights last night. And, man, boxing is heating up. You understand? It's heating up. And I want to say this. You see my title? Crawford continues to blaze trail. You understand? He got on the phone with the man. Say, hey, bro, we got to do something about this, man. Hey, he had to tell him like a little bro, like he is. Big bro had to tell little bro, hey, look, man, you in control of your career, man. You got to do what's best for you, man. You understand? Come on now. Listen, I'm going to game you too. I know it's in my interest too. But listen, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to game you. Listen, man, you got to take charge, man. So that's what he did. Gave Earl Spence the call, put him up a little game, you know what I'm saying? Chopped it up with him, let him know what it was. And here he is, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, shout out to Bud Crawford. You feel me? Undisputed lineal champion a couple times. Finna be on 3 times. Like I say, keep blazing the trail. You know what I'm saying? Roll from the concrete. All right. But we're going to get back to that a little bit later. With some speculations going out as we get closer to the fight. There's rumors being swirled around as always. And we're going to clear those things up. Okay, but first, like I say, we had a interesting weekend of fights. They had the fights over there in the UK. But before, a lot of folks didn't understand who Natasha Jones was. I think I seen her once or twice. She ended up becoming world champion. I think maybe a second time. I think she was a 54-pound champ. I think she won an IBF champion, something like that. British girl, African descent. She won over there too. I think maybe on the same card as Fanshawn Cruz and Savannah Marshall, which I didn't get to see the fight, but I read about it and I seen that Savannah Marshall came through becoming a champion for the second time. She lost her WBO title to Clarissa Shields in a hell of a fight. And I guess, she got some redemption coming back with Fanshawn Cruz, who's a hell of a champion out of the DC area. Shout out to all them over there, Coach Bug, Coach Barry Hunter, and all those headbanger crew over there. Like I say, so she ended up beating Fanshawn Cruz over there last night. And, congratulations to her, undisputed champion. I think that She was a close second to Clarissa Shields, right? In the finals. I think she was the silver medalist or whatever. And you know that back and forth. But like I said, you keep going, what you gonna get? You're gonna get something, you gotta keep going. So again, she becomes a champion for the second time, and this time she gains all the titles. So shout out to Savannah Marshall and Fanchon Cruz. You know, maybe they got a rematch clause in between. Um, but like women boxing, here it is, hey, they stepping in the spotlight, big things popping with women's boxing. So shout out to both of them girls, and next time I'll probably be able to tune in. But being that we so busy and everything going on and get a chance to fight, they fought over in the UK. I didn't get a chance to see it. Maybe I'll run it back just to check it out. But again, shout out to them girls and all they teams and everything like that. Okay, so as we count down to Crawford versus Spence, the undisputed worldweight championship, again, had a big night last night, and Big Baby was the headliner last night. Big Baby was the man last night. All everybody was focused on was Big Baby last night, and he came through victorious. Shout out to Big Baby. Shout out to Coach Derry. Shout out to Toledo, Coach Ray Diesel. You understand? Like I say, he came through. Hometown fight. You know, and they didn't give him no easy guy. Charles Martin ain't the top pick you right now, but he was a former champion, a durable guy, and he proved that last night. He answered some questions about Big Baby, and we had some things to work on. Big Baby got some things to work on. He took a shot. He went to 10 rounds. He was throwing power late. So it was a good fight. It was an entertaining fight. Now I know Big Baby didn't face a lot of criticism because, he's got a lot of hype. And, like I say, almost like a Boots Ennis, these guys are very, very talented, but everybody pushes themselves too fast. Everybody is looking ahead of everything. And if you listen to anything I say, I don't agree with that as always, everything ain't for everybody. You can't be a Lomachenko or a virtuoso. And before Lomachenko, if it was a Jeff Fennick, who was a 3-time world champion by the time he had 15 fights from Australia. So everything ain't for everybody. But like I say, so Jared, he fought a good fight. Definitely gotta do some things, work on. You gotta move that head from side to side. We gotta stop leaning. We gotta stop dropping our hands after our jab. But the potential was there. You see, the potential was there. He had the endorsement from Tyson Fury, and I think that almost in a way like Earl Spence having that good sparring session with Floyd Mayweather. It can lead to like I say, it can boast you in the public's mind. Probably more than what you are. Not, and I'm only saying that isn't I'm thinking that Earl Spence, that was a big claim to fame coming out when he didn't really have a name. Said he jumped on Mayweather, and who was a big time at the time, and Big Baby going up against Tyson Fury, who was the undisputed champion of the world, no matter regardless of belt. He's the lineal champion. He's the guy at heavyweight division, and Big Baby went there and did his thing, and like I say, Tyson Fury stepped that. So I say that to say this, we don't want to rush these guys. I said that before. These guys on a learning curve. They're coming from the amateurs, and the amateurs changed dramatically when the point must system came in after 92 or something like that. So everybody, is punch and run in the amateurs. It's a point system. You got to learn to settle down in the pro game. You don't have no headgear on and different things like that. So, like I say, it takes an adjustment, but I think that he definitely can. I think Big Baby still is the future of the heavyweight division. I think he showed his grit, his determination. Like I say, the talent is definitely there, and we just got to keep working. So shout out to Coach Derry, shout out to Jared. You understand? Good homecoming fight. It was exciting, and then one thing else, like I say, Anthony Joshua. He's suspect. And this kid only got 14 fights, 15 fights. And wasn't no gold medalist and didn't have no big heralded background like that, or no real huge team coming behind him. So I think that just with time, with 14 fights, 15 fights, think another 10 fights, building fights for Big Baby, I think he'll be ready. But right now, he's not ready, And I think I didn't watch the whole crew, but from what I heard, all the ESPN crew, they all second the same thing, saying that, Big Baby definitely is a prospect. And but not ready for those top guys just yet. So just keep building. Ain't no rush. Um, anything can happen. I know he wanted to get out of there a little early, talking about 27 years old. But like I say, you want to craftily carry you want to craft this guy just right. Like I say, so about 10 more fights, 25 fights. I think Riddick Bowe had 25 fights by the time he fought for the title. And I think that might be with where he's at now, 10 more fights, 10 learning fights, 10 learning fights, get back in the gym and, bite down and work on some things. Like I say, because the talent is there, the speed is there, the ability is there, the natural ability is there. He does have great tools, the jab is there. And so, like I say, and that's the key. So I think he still got a bright future, just some things to work on as we all need to do. All right. So who I got in here? I got L Sam, I got Swaggy D, I got Future Pass TV. Boss man, I see you in there. I got Big CZ with me. ZR, you understand? Okay. Okay. So what else is new in the world about? I got Super Chop. I got Mike Bags, Mike Biggs. I got Scance Ranch. The usual suspects. The usual suspects. So this is July 2nd. So we on the final countdown. We got a couple good fights going in. Like I say, boxing been having a big year as far as name-worthy fights. Probably not competitive fights, but name-worthy fights. And like I say, these guys been coming through. Tank came through again with the knockout. Tim Zoo came through with the knockout. We have some super surprises going on with Fendora, looking like the next to Arab Pan almost, and him getting stopped by Brian Mendoza. We got Pops, I see you. We got what's his name? Enos going up soon. I don't know what day that is, but it's a Showtime telecast. Got Enos going up against Vila, who got a close decision over Rashidi Ellis. I think that's a good fight for Enos. I think, this guy's a come forward type of guy. And, I don't think he's going to be shy with his hands. And I think so. Enos should look good against this guy, should shine against this guy. But I think this guy will be able to put the pressure on Enos. And, I think he'll somewhat test him, coming off his momentum. Now, these two different guys, Enos is a multi-talented, fasted, hard punching kind of guy, fast on his feet, fast with his hands. And, it's going to be a different type of fight. So I don't know if this guy, what I'm saying this, but Rashidi got him pretty much ready for the fight, as far as the slick boxer. I think Enos carries a little more power, but, I think coming off of having the momentum, I think Vila, like I say, he going to come bring that Mexican heart like they always do. Viva la Mexico! All right. And else is going on in the thing. We got, like I say, July hell of a things going up. We got Keyshawn, we got Kelvin going up, we got Lester Martinez going up, all part of the BNB stable. Norfolk Giant, Kelvin Davis, Lester Martinez, the Guatemala Nightmare, you understand? Going up July the 12th down in Tampa, Florida on a Pro Box card, kicking things off us. Then we got a couple weeks later, we got Keyshawn Davis, the businessman, Olympic silver medalist, hot prospect, probably the brightest prospect in the game right now, going up in Oklahoma on another top-ranked card. And, of course, we got the 29th. It's a coronation. This is a celebration, you understand? And we got Stone Cold Steven Nelson leading the way, you understand? We're going to have them boys on thin ice. Huh? Ain't that where they keep the fish? On thin ice, you understand? All right. DT, what's good? DT, what's good? So in other news, we had some things coming out. I've been getting a lot of messages and everything about Shane Mosley saying that Bud got jumped on by Earl Spence. And I don't know why that's making the rounds like that when we already cleared that up some time ago. If those guys never sparred. You never heard Earl Spence even mention that they ever sparred. So I don't know where they came from. Now I love Shane Mosley. And but Shane Mosley, he kind of punchy, I think. I think that, you could tell from his speech, he's a throwback fighter. He fought a lot of guys and he didn't mind taking a punch. And Shane Mosley might be a little punchy, and when over there on those guys, you tend to get swayed and want to be with the crowd. And I think Shane has always been one of those guys. I'm not saying that that's maybe his comment. Maybe, like I say, he suffering from dementia, early stages, and made a mistake. But I always got the feeling from Shane Mosley that as heralded as he never was secure in himself. I think that it's almost like Tarver when he beat Roy Jones. When you beat the man, don't make you the man. You understand? Sometimes people just shine no matter what they do. You could be better than them. But somebody, they just shine a little brighter than you. I think that happened with Willie Pep and Sandy Sadler. Willie Pep lost to Sandy Sadler 3 times. Sandy Sadler won 1 fight, but people remember Pep more. And Sandy Sadler even said that. They talk about the great featherweights, but they never mention me. They mentioned Willie Pep, and I'll beat Willie Pep. Well, like I say, so to beat the man. So I think Shane, ever since he beat Oscar De La Hoya, which was a jumping from lightweight, being a true lightweight champion, and going for the worldweight championship against a hell of a champion like De La Hoya, for the lineal championship was a great accomplishment. But like I say, once you get there, you think you're gonna get all the accolades and all the press that De La Hoya get, but that's not true. So I think that, like I was saying, that Shane Mosley, either he punchy or he, never really got his just due, and always been insecure, no matter how talented and whatever he's accomplished. So I can't necessarily say that, but that shit wasn't true. If we had already sparred him, we would never get Errol Spence. You understand? If we had already sparred him, we would never got Errol Spence. They didn't know to keep away from him like they did Aaron Pryor against Sugar Ray Leonard. Huh? They said every time Sugar Ray Leonard and Aaron Pryor was working, Sugar Ray Leonard got a working over. You understand? He got a working over. All right. So shit. Okay, so we going to dispel that. I know they wishing and hoping and praying, but it ain't true. Which brings me to my point. Another thing, guys sending me messages talking about this guy going for Bud. This guy says Bud gonna win. Well, that's fine. I'm not against, if you go against Bud, if you think this guy's a better fighter than Bud, that's on you. I'm not upset about that. That's the one thing that y'all keep getting confused. You understand? I made this channel because Bud wasn't getting his credit. You understand? So wasn't nobody speaking up for Bud, so I thought I'd do it. You understand? Nobody was giving Bud no credit. Everybody trying to have something sideways to say about the kid. So I made my own channel. This is a Bud Crawford channel. You understand? So it don't matter if you're going against, but like I say, the proof is in the pudding. You understand? We be undefeated champions, We done been in legendary fights already, We done been undisputed already. We done been lineal champion. You understand? Come on now. We done win overseas, Who was going overseas before that? We know we had Bradley. Who was going overseas, Come on. So like I say, been blazing trails, from day one. So even coming out a little bitty old Omaha, blazing trails, they tried to stop us from the National Golden Glove. They robbed us in our own hometown. Did we quit? No. They threw us to Gamboa, our first fight, first title defense. They threw us to an animal like Gamboa. What we do? We destroyed them, made it a legendary night. You understand? First title defense. Then if you read like what Max Kellerman said, we took on our number one contender, most deserving, Beltran. You know that. Beltran, hell of a fighter, good fighter, solid fighter. Not great, but very good. Like I say, world champion, overcome a very tenacity person. So much tenacity, ambition, wouldn't take no for an answer. Lost to Ricky Burns in a controversial decision. Got beat the stew out of by Bud Crawford, and he still kept going. Until he realized his dream of becoming a world champion. A fighter's fighter. You understand? Never say die, never say quit. Okay, these are the guys we fight. Victor Poso, very feared. Danny Garcia give him step aside money. Step aside. Listen, like I said, Bud Crawford make his legacy on his name. Now, I ain't mad at them other guys. Like I swear, great matchmaking, great management. Like I say, Danny Garcia fighting Zab Judah past his prime, Eric Morales past his prime, but they was named guys, but like I say, them guys was past that they already had. They wars, they already been wore out. Postal wasn't wore out. Postal was on his way. He was making his way, but we ended that train. You understand? We ended that train. You understand? Ended that train. What's the name? The gold medalist guy? The gold medalist. Gold medalist. You understand? Whitewashed. He made him look simple, made him look easy. Come on, dash his dream. He gave Lamont Peterson tooth and nail. All hell, that's what they said. I didn't watch tooth and nail. Listen, man, we beat the stew out of him. Beat the stew out of him. Jeff Horn come out of nowhere, giving Manny Pacquiao all he can handle. You understand? Rough fight. Wasn't he supposed to be close? However you slice it, wasn't he supposed to be close? When we got to him, what we do to him? Punished him every round. Made it look easy. You know what I'm saying? Still blazing trails, you know? So shout out to that boy, Bud Crawford, man. Hell of a guy. You know what I'm saying? Trendsetter all the way. Trendsetter all the way. Trendsetter all the way. I was just remarking, and I can't say it enough, you know? You got a lot of guys now that they go with Earl Spence, and I love, you know, you can go with whoever you want. But who would you rather be? You understand? They say, who would you rather be? You know? And I think everybody agreed to be with Bud Crawford. You know, like I say, a multi-talented, a hard-punching guy, you know, instinctual guy, you know, punch off a dime, you know, knock you out of nowhere, break you down mentally, torture you physically, you know, a guy can hit you from every conceivable angle. You know, what else can you say about a guy like Bud Crawford? You know, like I say, you know, get hit. Come on, everybody get hit. I done watched Mayweather so many times. What he got hit plenty of times. Plenty of times. Huh? Sugar Ray Robinson got hit plenty of times. What? Come on. Now, can you hit him more than once? You might catch him with one good blow, but can you hit him with multiple? That ain't been seen yet. We haven't seen that yet. We haven't seen that yet. Now, one at a time, sure. Come on now. These guys, listen, here we is. Mean Machine was an Olympian. That means best of the best. You understand? Diaz was an Olympian. You hear me? Gamboa was an Olympian. Okay? All right. Okay. All right, so who else we got in here, man? Who else we got in here? So you know the rumors ain't true. You know, they asked me to come on. I definitely clear those things up, you know. But again, with this is not about you can like who you like. You can pick who you want. You understand? Do whatever you like. That's not my beef. Coach, I see you, baby. You know, like I say, that pick who you want. I don't have no troubles and whoever you like as a fighter, you know, but like I say, you can't say nothing bad about my guy. You know, everything we speak over here is truth. They say hype man. No, truth teller. Everything I just named was truth. Now, like I say, everybody got opinion like assholes, but the proof is in the pudding. Them guys was number one. They wasn't paid. They wasn't heralded guys. They wasn't heralded guys. Huh? They earned a spot the hard way. They wasn't heralded guys. Nobody babysit these guys. Nobody take care of these guys. Nobody take care of these guys. None of those guys are named. Nobody take care of those guys, huh? Nobody. You understand? So the Misfit crew, you understand? And Bud rolls out of the Misfit crew, huh? Huh? Now we're going to take over. They call him Boy Wonder, huh? He's a manufacturer. They made him out of KB Toy Store, huh? They put him together, huh? They put him together, huh? Earl Spence is a carbon copy. They put him together, huh? He's a lookalike. He's a clone of a great fighter, huh? Huh? All the smoke and mirrors to make him look like it. We're gonna destroy him on the 29th. We're gonna destroy him. Not his fault. It's not his fault. You understand? It's not his fault. You know, when they come to you and tell you we're gonna put you here, we're gonna put you there. Hey, listen, like I say, you know, who could turn that down? Who could turn that down? You know, Beast working in the factory, huh? Already an Olympian. Let's go. You gonna give me good money to go? You gonna guide my career right? Which they did a hell of a job. Hell of a job. But what they do, they got him all ready. You understand? They took him from a baby. They birthed him up just so we can eat him. Huh? Just so we can eat him. Huh? It's a fish fry. Huh? Get and go. Huh? That's how we gonna do. We gonna get it and go. Then we go into the champagne room. He going to the ER to sip through the straw. You understand? Huh? But we gonna feed them all. We gonna gut him. All right. All right. Okay. So now, what do I say? We got super chopping here. We got super chopping here. We got Via Cash up in here. We got Joel Ramos in here. Okay. What'd he say? What they say? Happy Sunday, everybody. Appreciate everybody in chat. We got posts, man. All right, so I know, listen, I ain't got a chance to get into it yet, but we going to talk about it. Mac World 1 says Crawford 40-0, huh? Golden 40. Spence out of here living his best life while Bud here putting to work. He better be putting in that work. He better be, because we working. Like I said, we went to the mountain. We climbed all the way. This today's supposed to be active rest day. No, sir. We went up there and still were working. The man climbed the mountain. You see the story? Did all that. Then he was working up. When we got up there, we still did a physical training exercise up there, strength condition on top of the mountain. Huh? When you get to the top, you can't quit. You can't slow down. You can't give up nothing, huh? You got to keep working. That's when the real work begins, huh? They said it's harder to keep the title. It's harder to keep the title. Yeah, you know it. It's hunting season. We going to get him. Huh? It's fishing season. We going to get him. Tell Bud to bust like he did against Postal. Don't exchange. Spence got power, and he on that stuff. Listen, we got a lot of power too. I think we fight pretty good on the inside as well. Spence come with the round shots. You understand? And round shots don't get there faster than straight shots. Like I say, they keep talking about his jab. What about our jab? Jamie, yeah, I appreciate you, best Bernie the man. Yo boy Mambo. Do something. You know the number. Call in 402-686-6529. But not yet. We're going to have a call-in session just a few minutes. Benjamin Brown said, Bernie, what's going on? I can't do nothing. I'm just talking boxing. Jamal Lynn said, shout out House Camp been going. Beautiful. If I could say the loose, I swear to God, the guys on firing on all cylinders, looking so good, feeling so good. We motivated. Like I say, July 29th is a celebration. It's a coronation. Huh? Mama's birthday cake. We going to the champagne room. Huh? By God's grace. You understand? We put in the work. Huh? We ain't leaving no stone unturned. We ain't taking him light. We getting ready for him like he Godzilla, like he King Kong. You understand? In our mind, until we win, that's it. Bud by KO. All right. So listen. He says, tell Carter, I said, what's up? Appreciate you. Yeah, he at the house. He missing dad. Chosen Kid says, what it do? All love from Baton Rouge. The boot state, huh? Rich Coach, appreciate you. Says, Bernie, what up, though, Coach Rick? I ain't doing nothing, man. You understand? We ain't doing nothing but going to work. That's it, 7 days a week. They say, what have you done for me lately? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Come on now. All right. So listen, like I say, I said, DT says, Bernie, what's good? I seen Jared got a real test last night. Yes. Charles Martin is a former IBF champ and didn't come to win. Left-handed guy, bigger type of guy. And, like I say, we already seen Jared, get hit the prior to this last fight before he beat Aries. He got caught with the guy, and like I say, if I can offer him any advice, I just don't want him to get too big-headed. Go back in the gym, take your time. You got a good team behind you. You know what I'm saying? And just work on, fix your little tweaks. You know what I'm saying? Smart for your defense, think you got a great offensive output. I think you got a great punch selection. And again, he got a good team with him. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Don't get too big for your britches. You can always learn and be better in those small things. If you go back to that fight, you got to know that. You understand? And I understand that we coming from a guy like, everybody, this is we're going into the Shakur Stevenson era. You understand? For real. And which they understand that defense wins fights. Crawford is a boxer puncher, but he got very good defense as well. You cannot take it away from Crawford. He got very good defense as well. And like I say, the Crawford era is still here, but the Shakur Stevenson era is coming. You can see those guys like Keyshawn and Big Baby taking a lot of things from Shakur, with the same kind of style. You've seen Abdullah Mason taking a couple things from Shakur as well. So, I think we're going into that style, that pot shotting style, that almost one punch at a time style, that just missing you by inches style. And I think, Big Baby, again, fighting like a middleweight in a heavyweight's body, taking some of those attributes, pulling back, different things like that. But if you watch Shakur, he has his chin tucked, he has his shoulder, how I got, so he's not just pulling back. So, if you got to, trying to emulate some of these guys, you got to really understand what they're doing for something almost like the shoulder roll, the Philly shell, however you want to call it. A lot of people try to emulate that style, but they don't exactly know what they're doing and not doing it right. So it's not as effective. So you know what I'm saying? With that being said, I understand him taking a lot of things from this guy because Shakur Stevenson is a leader himself, a trailblazer himself, a guy with a lot of confidence, a small guy, but a big guy at the same time. So leading the way for these guys, accomplishing everything, 2 division world champion, soon to be 3, pound for pound star on them in the making. And, so again, these guys is looking up to him, everybody looking to copy somebody and, why not take from the best? So like I say, but anything, like I say, if Jared, just tweak his style a little bit, take his time, don't rush, time ain't long as it has been. And, they say the journey, I was just reading a story about Willie Pastrana, where my book at 40 world champions tell their story. And they say it's almost sometimes better the journey, you know what I'm saying, than when you get there. All right. So, in other news, breaking news. They done switched it up on us. So, little Charlo gonna fight Canelo. I couldn't believe it at first. I seen Lil Charlo post it. And I seen when I looked at it saying Lil Charlo posted, I'm like, damn. I ain't know what that was about. I read a comment and now it's making sense. He said, I thought it was a jealousy move. Like maybe him trying to insert himself in that position. And I guess he being mad at his brother or something. But Lil Charlo, nah, he don't have no reason to be jealous of his brother. No reason. Like I said, I don't want to sow discomfort in brothers, but the proof is in the pudding. Charlo is by far the more character, more substance out of both of the brothers. As you can see by all he's accomplished, you could tell by his will, his desire to win. He might be frantic at some time or, spaz out at some time, but I think that just is a competitive edge. Like I say, this guy, tooth and nail with these guys. He go back in the wheel fire with these guys. And I can't do nothing but give him a lot of credit, taking on tough challenges and making his own way. You understand? The guys he's beating, he's making his own way at the 54-pound division. So he's one of the best champions since Terry Norris. You understand? At 54 pounds, far as a career 54 pounder. Terry Norris was a career 54 pounder, never went up to 160 and fought for the title, and like I say, so these guys kind of remind me of that. He kind of reminds me of Terry Norris, staying in his division, dominating his division. And so I can't say nothing bad about Charlo in that light. I think it's a great fight. I thought, like I say, the brother they talking about, Big Charlo, he was out of the ring and everything like that, but he turned down a fight a couple years ago. That's been known or it's been said. And so why take the fight now? He haven't fought in a while, haven't looked good, and never of a fight, except the J-Rock fight because he knocked him out. That was his best fight. He had that spectacular knockout with J-Rock. But at the time, J-Rock was just a prospect at the same time, too. They was both guys coming out. Still, nevertheless, it's still a great win. But at the same time, that was ages ago. You understand? So not wanting to fight Canelo, he was going to get chopped up anyway. But, that's out. That's old news now. So, again, a little brother just ones up him again, takes a step up for the challenge, So I can't say nothing about Lil Charlo. Again, he's daring to be great. And at the same time, it's like this. I felt him. I really would like to see Zoo because, again, he's defending his championship in his division. Zoo looking good. He's looking like that guy. And, again, making your own way, not using old names that's past their prime to bolster your status. You really, truly making your own way. See, that's my boy Lester. We going up on the 12. Lester, come here. Hey, what's up, Coach? Come here, Lester. I got Lester Martinez going up. You understand? This our import. Everybody. This is our import from Guatemala, hard punching killer from Guatemala, 168 pound. July 12th, we going to get it. We going to make history in Guatemala, the first Guatemalan champ. It's Lester Martinez. You hear me? All right.
Hello, everybody. I am Latin. I'm from Guatemala. I don't speak English, but Bernie is the best coach.
That's right.
The best coach.
That's
Thank
right.
you so much, Bernie.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, baby. All right. So, like I say, this guy taking the fight is a good fight. Zoo, but who's a bigger name than Canelo? Who's a bigger name than Canelo? And why not? If he jumps some, and he can come in at 65, he could be at his normal weight. And like I've been quoting this it wrong. I said a happy fighter is a good fighter. It's a hungry fighter is a good fighter. A hungry fighter is a good fighter. One of them guys, either what's the kid's name I've been reading? Old bantamweight champion, Cannonball Martin, something I forgot his name. But anyway, I'm reading the 42 world champions again. And like I say, they say the hungry fighter is a good fighter, and that's only add to his legacy. I think a zoo fight is a good, mandatory fight, a good to hold your throne fight. But why not go up and fight Canelo? If you somehow pull off the Canelo win, you understand? Then you right there with Bud Crawford. You understand? So I dig what you're doing. You understand? I dig what you're doing. And like I say, it's almost like ambition. I love his ambition. I love his ambition. Now, what would he do after that? You understand? I love his ambition. And now what I'm saying is like that again, a zoo, everybody can talk about a zoo fight and a zoo win, but zoo don't got nothing. Zoo don't got nothing but a lot of, I won't say hype because I think he's a good fighter and I think he's coming into his own. But, Canelo has everything else. You understand? So with that being said, on the heels of it's another way to one up everybody else and to stay on par with Bud Crawford, and to stay away from Bud Crawford, might I add, So, but like I say, I think it's a good fight, especially if the titles is going to be on the line. If he jumped from 54, he jumped 2 weight classes to 68 to win the championship. Shit, that got to be said. That's got to be something said. And, he's a workman-like fighter. He's not a multi-talented fighter. Like, he's not like a dazzling fighter that you can just see right off the bat. He's just a workman type of guy, that gets the job done. And, it's a solid fighter. So shout out to him. And I wish him the best. You understand? All right. Okay. What'd he say? Trina, what'd she say? She hit me with the butterfly in the flower. Oh, that's my girl for real. You understand, Trina? What's good, honey? Huh? That's my homegirl from day one. What? All the way from Spring Lake days, baby. 4th grade, we go back. 4th grade. Y'all Barrow says, what up, Bernie? Man, now, like I say, I ain't doing nothing but talking that boxing. Troy Allen, appreciate you. Boss man. Huh? I see you soon, champ. We be in Vegas. Huh? Luke Colazo says, what's up, Bernie? 6 days. I'll wake up 2-time undisputed. Huh? If it's a will, it's a way. Huh? It's a will, it's a way. Huh? We gonna do it. Huh? If it's God's will. Huh? Name writing on the wall. Huh? I believe so. Okay. So what else is new? Before I end up, get too far ahead of myself. We 38 minutes in. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Like I said, you know who it is. You know what it is. It's yours truly. It's Bernie the Boxer. Before you get for 2 seconds, do something for me. I need you to do 3 things. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to DB3. Do 3 things. I need you to hit the like. I hit the subscribe. I need you to hit the share button. Simple. Plain, simple. That's all I want you to do. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the share. You understand? DB3, baby. All right. And want to give a couple shout outs to my local sponsors. You understand? We got Brenda K's Cookies. Do that on internet. That's check her out on Instagram. It's a beautiful, man. The cookie's so good out there in the town. Gotta support. She ships. She does everything. She caters. You know what I'm saying? Definitely getting your money's worth and your tummy's worth. You hear me? Okay. So Brenda K's Cookies. That's BRENDA KAE. You understand? Brenda K's. You did? Triple Threat. Shout out to Triple Threat. Always been a host for us. Our home gym when we come out here to Colorado Springs. Coach Lev, a hell of a guy running that team over there, that program. Army vet, boxing champion, just an all-around good guy, in the community, changing kids' lives one at a time. And a shout out to you, Coach Lev. Appreciate you, baby. Also we got Altitude Kennels out there, with the best in dog breeding, training dogs, breeding dogs, high class, high fashion, type of thing going on with the dog situation over there. You understand? He can have your dog doing your grocery shopping for you. You understand, huh? Her driving your car for you. You know, that's how good Pastor is. So shout out to Altitude Kennels. You know, you want your Frenchie, you want your mini bully, you know, you want your mini Frenchie, you know, whatever they want. You know, you see Big Baby got the Cane Corso, whatever the Spanish dog. You know, he got them all. You understand? One-stop shop with Altitude Kennels. Okay, that's Altitude Kennels. You dig? All right. Shout out to my boy Donnell with the accuracy ball, the leading innovator in combat sports. You know, the accuracy ball is coming your way. You know, in the world of boxing right now, in the world of sports, you know, science and everything that we got going. You know, everybody's looking for that edge. Everybody's looking for the data. Everybody's trying to get better, and so the accuracy ball is one of those mechanisms that can help you do that. Like I say, the leading innovator in combat sports. You know, give you the velocity of your punches, tell you your punch stat numbers. You know, and all different type of things like that. So a great weapon, still coming to fruition on the market. But again, shout out to Donnell with the accuracy ball. You know, can't leave my people out at home. B&B Boxing Academy down there. You know, the boys still holding it down out there. You know, it's still going. The door's still open. You understand? Them boy, you know, they down there. It takes a village, huh? You got the guys out here working. You understand? You understand? Trying to keep it, you know, so we can keep it going. You know, feed the community. That's what Bill Crawford do. Feed the community, huh? Inspire so many. Inspire so many. Trailblazer. They said if God is with you, who could be against you? You understand, huh? Oh man, ain't that Bud Crawford a great human being? Ain't that Bud Crawford a great human being? All right. Also on that card, you know, I left out of one guy. You know, we got a very talented guy, Kevin Ventura, going up to also, you know, coming up from 135 pound division, 11-0, going to 147 pounds, you know, making his way back. You know, boxing, you know, if just because you're a fighter don't mean you ain't gonna come in contact with life. And you know, it's always a fight. You know, that's why you got to keep stepping. And Ventura is showing, you know, his willingness to keep stepping. And you know, we made to 11-0. We had some setbacks, you know, some personal setbacks, but we're here now. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep going. So shout out to Kevin Ventura, man. Okay. All right. What'd he say? Super Chop says, Team Crawford all day straight from Daytona Beach. Young Fortune says, salute, Bernie. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Okay. What we say? DT says, Canelo cherry picker picked the wrong dog with Jamal. No, like I say, I don't think that Canelo did wrong. I think that here I am. I'm still here. Don't worry about it. I'm still here. Come on now. Come on now. Hold on. Don't y'all go nowhere. I lost a little connection. My computer came out on me. All right, here we is. We back. We back. I had to plug my computer up. You understand, huh? You know I'll be leaving that thing off the charger, man. Okay, here we ain't going nowhere. We gonna take it all the way to the top of the hour. You understand? We're gonna go for the whole hour. All right. Hold on. We got somebody calling in. Give me 2 seconds, baby. Give me 2 seconds, baby. We just starting to talk, baby. I got New York in the house. Go ahead, New York. Man, I appreciate you, man. I ain't doing nothing talking boxing.
Hey, Bernie, I wanted to ask you something. about the the rumors going on and shit. I know some bullshit, but damn, man, that's the other day, Bubby.
I told you.
Get to that later. You say you was gonna get to it later?
I told you already. Shane Mosley punch drunk. He don't know what he's talking about.
Oh no. Well, I got another question. I got another question.
Go ahead.
It seems like he escaping. Know what I mean? Because he going up to the Canelo, and Canelo want to fight Benavidez, so it seems like he escaping. So then, how Crawford going to do this? Know what I mean? What he going to do? He going to chase the 160?
Well, like I say, we got a big enough task in Earl Spence. You know what I'm saying? We can't look past Earl Spence. You know, a lot of that we want to say this and say that, but you know, we definitely ain't looking past no Earl Spence. You know, you know, you got a hit list. You know, you got to mark them off one at a time. You know, so we definitely ain't looking past no Earl Spence. And again, like I was saying, you know, I think Canelo, he earned his right. You know, Benavidez again is a great fight, and I think that will be the fight for him to you know, just to kind of put the stamp on his legacy. But again, fighting Charlo, you know, it's really a win for Charlo. But again, it's another win on Canelo's, you know, list. You know, Canelo ain't making nobody fighting, or, you know what I'm saying, it's up to this guy to get in the ring, accept the challenge. So, you know, I ain't mad at Canelo, you know, and get the money, you know. And like I say, this guy is a champion. And Jermell Charlo is he's a big 54 pounder. He's not a small guy. So, you know, I think it's a good fight, you know. And again, I'm thinking that again, he's looking at the whole aspect of everything, and the way the cards fell. It's like, well, Big Brother not gonna fight him. You know what I'm saying? Why not? Because, like I say, you know, he's an egomaniac himself, you know, and you know, to be undisputed champion, you know, right on the heels of Bud Crawford, you know, it's gonna be a hell of a thing. You know, that's gonna be a hell of a thing. If you know, he trying to vie for the, you know, he trying to steal the spotlight for the year. You understand? He trying to steal the spotlight, and I'm not mad at him. You know what I'm saying? Even though we come through with the victory against Earl Spence and things like that, I think we still gonna get fighter of the year because, you know, Earl Spence is perceived higher than Jermell Charlo, and Canelo is gonna get points deducted for not fighting this guy, and you know what I mean. And so I think that, you know, all points thing, but I'm not mad at Jermell Charlo. Like I say, I'm not mad at Jermell Charlo. I'm kind of jumping ahead by thinking like if he wins that fight, you know, it's gonna be a huge accomplishment, you know. And like I say, you know, for fighter of the year. So again, you know, but that's all right. Bud Crawford bring out the competition in these guys. You understand? And if I'm looking like Charlo, it was perfect. It was perfect. You know, I know Charlo gonna go in there and try to win that fight. And again, you know, why not? I'm looking at a whole lot of no way. You understand? How not glow up? Zim Zoo gonna be a good fight, but what he got? He don't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, man, please, I didn't fault guys that didn't have nothing. I didn't prove his worth. Canelo came over here. He gonna do business with us again. He didn't want to fight him. I'ma fight him. You understand? He gonna take up for Big Bruh. So I'm not mad at him, and I'm not mad at Canelo neither, though. You know, just hopefully he gets to Benavidez sooner rather than later.
All right. In the millions, they're making a couple millions, so I won't turn that back down either.
And again, like I say, a chance to become two-time undisputed, because if Jermell Charlo beats Canelo, then him and Bud are beating done. You know, Lord willing, we come through. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, again, that's an accomplishment now to be undisputed in two different weight classes now. You know, Bud is up the bar. You understand? He's definitely up the bar. We still gonna have a one up on him though, Lord willing. We'll have 3. You dig? We'll have 3. You understand? So we still a step ahead. But shout out to him, you know. Ambition. I love the ambition. All right. Appreciate you, family.
I ain't gonna hold you. You have a blessed day.
You too, boss. Yes, sir. Love, family. All right. What he says, why y'all don't listen to a motherfucker who knows something about boxing once in your life? Okay. What he say, Bernie, your ass, Bud, what's up with our shirts we order? You know, Bud don't handle nothing like that. You know, that's a whole different team and do things like that. You know, Bud don't handle no merchandise. So, you know, I couldn't tell you about that. Ohio in the house. Go ahead, Ohio.
What up, Bernie? It's Raphael 32 calling out of Toledo.
I appreciate you, Toledo.
I was at the fights last night, and the atmosphere was spectacular.
Of course.
Put on.
Of course.
I just want to talk to you about. I want to get to the big baby, but we talked about Lubin versus Arias.
Yeah.
Last time.
Yeah.
And Adames versus J-Rock. I was 1-1, and I thought the ref stole them fights. Tell the people what you think about that.
Well, I think J-Rock, he put up a good enough effort, but he was looking like, crazy. J-Rock was looking crazy. And I'm not mad at for the stoppage. I think that, J-Rock didn't have a chance to win the fight, and Adames won the fight. What round was it? Was it the 11th or was it the 12th?
It was, I want to say the last round. I can't remember. It was either the 11th or the 12th, but I think it was no, it was the 9th. It was the 9th round.
They stopped in the 9th round?
Yeah, 9th round. 9th round. It was the 9th. But Adames wasn't, he was stronger than J-Rock, but J-Rock had his moments. He stumbled Adames like 1 or 2 times. Yeah. And in the 9th round, he's going to throw a punch, and the ref jumps in and stops the fight. And he wanted to kind of do it before then, but I'm like, Bread, man, just let them fight on.
Well, J-Rock didn't look like he was taking those punches, and he looked like, if you keep up with his career, you seen he don't look good when he getting busted up. He took a lot of he took a lot of punches in with the fight that he lost on the undercard with Tyson Fury, but he wasn't as shook up as he was against Adames. So again, life is more important. Life is more important, and as a referee, the referee is the closest person to the action. He can actually see and feel how those punches are taking a toll on the fighter. So, I don't want to take nothing away from the referee. J-Rock had his time, and it could have been it's better safe than sorry. You understand? Better safe than sorry. The referee don't have to go with his conscience, and Adames don't have to go, because Adames would hurt this guy, which you got to protect yourself at all time. You'd hurt his heart, so I'm not upset about that. I think what happened with the Lubin fight, I think Lubin looked good. He went the whole distance, right? Did he stop that guy?
No, what it was, my man got up at 9 and he stopped. They stopped the fight. I think it was either in the 5th or 6th round, but he was winning. He was winning the whole fight. And
who was winning the whole fight?
Arias.
Arias was beating Lubin? No.
Lubin was beating Arias.
Yeah. So he was outboxing Arias, and Lubin looked good. And what you got to do? Lubin is a throwback fighter type as well. Hard look type of fighter. Come back with some tough losses, took some hard punches, been in some tough fights, but he's still trudging on, But I would think, like I say, we're in Showtime now. We got Jamel going up to fight Canelo. Then, like I say, these guys could fight for the interim title or for the vacant title. You know what I'm saying? Fight for the vacant title. If this guy want to be world champ so bad, him and Lubin can fight for WO title. I think that'd be an excellent match. Lubin get his chance, and the picture still rolls on. And then, like I say, whoever wins that, can fight Charlo, depending on how he want to do. Or the winner. You know what I'm saying? Because Charlo still have all the title, most of the titles. He come back down. And the winner fight them. But that way, the title picture still keeps going.
I would like for Charlo, if he wins, because I believe Canelo wins, but I believe Charlo has a 40% chance of winning. Yeah. If he wins, he should give up the junior middleweight titles. He should give them up, and either the sanction bodies, they break them up, or they leave all the belts together for one fight between Bud or Tim Tszyu, or if Bud don't decide to go the Tim Tszyu route, somebody else. But Charlo, if he wins that fight, he needs to give up the belt, because I don't see him going back down to 154.
Well, I think, like I say, I think he can make 54 no problem, and I would drop those belts in a heartbeat. I don't think he can contend with David Benavidez and those big guys at 68. But I think that Canelo's
the 168 belts.
Yeah, Canelo's going. He's going to fight Canelo for the 68-pound title.
Right, that's what you're saying. He can't hang with David Benavidez and them other guys, Mobili and Morrell. Yeah, 168 is big.
Yeah, I would say, and I'm saying is this, smaller guys, these guys, Canelo started at 47. Canelo's not that big of a guy. He go up in weight, but he's not that big of a guy. And so, like I said, they pretty much the same. So like I say, I think that's a winnable fight for, like you say, a 40% chance for Charlo. And like I say, it's not that big of a gap when you think about it. So I say, you know,
Right.
Charlo's a big guy. He probably come in what he walk around at, you know, probably 170, you know, 165 or something in great shape, you know. So I think that, you know, it won't be that big of a deal, but I think going forward, you know, it'd just be a feather in his cap, drop them belts and go on, you know,
Right.
drop them belts and go on. But after you beat a guy like that, it's like, where do you go after that? You understand?
Yes.
Like, it's like
Right.
you beat this guy, and where do you go after that? You know, you'll be 2 undisputed champions. Where do you go after that? You know, which is Lord willing. Again, you know, if everything go through right for us, you know, then come on down and fight us at 54. You know,
Yeah, I agree with you. I want to see him fight Bud if he beats. Go back down and fight Bud, but I wouldn't be mad if he chose to retire after that. You know what I mean? But I would want to see him fight one more fight if he beats Canelo.
Ain't no question about that. And this fight is coming sooner than we think. You know, this is September. This is what, July, August, September. So, you know, that's going to be coming. And again, you know, he been in some good fights, but I think he still got a lot left. You know, I think he's still in his prime. And I think that, like I say, if Lord willing, we come through with this fight, you know, it'll be waiting in the wings for us. You know, it'll be a wait, you know, shit. Lord willing, like I say, that, you know, boxing going to get a lot. You know, Lord, however we come through with this fight, you know, we got the rematch clause. You know, I know it's going to be a spectacular fight on the 29th. You know, both of these guys are very hungry. They both skilled, talented, and want to win.
It's the fight everybody wanted for the past 40 years. Actually, 5 years. It's the biggest fight in 40 years, and it's finally here.
Yeah.
What is it, 4 weeks away? 3 weeks?
Yeah. 3 weeks, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
let's move on to Toledo real quick.
Go ahead, Toledo.
Jahi Tucker.
He lost. I heard that.
I know, man. I was disappointed. It should have been a draw. He was slipping. He was slipping his punches, but a lot of times when he would slip those punches, he was not throwing back.
I didn't get to watch Jahi Tucker, man. I forgot about that. I heard that, and I didn't get a chance to see that fight. I heard that he won the fight, but they took it from him. I don't necessarily know.
A draw. At least that little Puerto Rican came to fight though. It was a good fight, you know, and he wasn't listening to his daddy, Tucker.
Okay, well, you know, you got to think too. Now I didn't watch the fight, but you know, Jahi Tucker came through with flying colors on the last fight. You know,
he was a baller,
and so you know he talked a lot of stuff too. To what's the other kid's name? Xander Zayas. You know, so
that's what people were saying, and including myself, that maybe, you know, they did that because they don't want him to fight Xander Zayas. I would have liked to see that too.
And you know, another thing too, people don't like when you're too proud and talk too much. People don't like that. You know, people don't like that. And you know, so those things can work against you. And you know, so that could be played a part in it too. But I think Jahi Tucker, you know, is a really good fighter. And you know,
I do too.
I think that long as he showed his mettle in the fight, which he showed in the fight before, I think he'll be all right. You know, he just got to tighten up. And if he is, you know, it's a learning lesson. You understand? Definitely got to listen to your father. He got you there to that point. And, you know, like I say, just to don't read your press clippings. You can't believe the hype. You know, a lot of people will put you up there in this status, and, you know, you get the cameras following you. You get everybody praising you and telling you how good you are, how great you are, and all the things. And you see all these things, and you take that, you know, you start counting your money before you get it. You know, so that's what I would want these guys to understand. You know, take your time. You know, again, you know, when you're there at the top, all the vultures is after you too. You know, so you know, be careful what you wish for. Can I say that?
Yes, you can.
All right, appreciate you.
One more thing, I can't leave without talking about Jared Big Baby Anderson. Now, out of all the heavyweight prospects, out of other heavyweight prospects, they talking about the Jubilee, the card. I can't say his name right. Worth shit out of Canada, but you know, He is the first of the heavyweight prospects to fight a seasoned pro. Martin, former world champion, fought Joshua, got knocked out in the second round, fought Ortiz, knocked him down twice, was on his way to a victory, and lost, got knocked out in that fight. But he was in the best shape of his life. He was getting ready to fight on y'all undercard, and Jared chose him, and people are criticizing that, like, he's a bum and all this. He is a seasoned pro. All of the heavyweights have been fighting bums up until Jared fought Martin. Jared is I got him as one of the top 3 heavyweight prospects. I just don't know where to rank him. This was a good fight for him, a good learning experience where he can break his bones in. Got hit in the mouth. Martin didn't know how to finish the fight. Now, if he would have fought Frank Sanchez last night, I think he would have lost.
Yeah. And I think, or the guy that beat Joe Joyce, I think definitely that could have been a possibility, definitely, But again, I say we can't be pushing these guys too fast. It's a lot going on. And if you heard Big Baby, like he said, they asked him when they was trying to through the telecast about who he was and what he was. He said, well, as far as ability and everything like that, well, of course it's me. So he didn't want to put too much on himself, and I think he knows he has things to work on, but again, it's only his 15th fight. You understand? This guy wasn't no Teofilo Stevenson or 3-time gold medalist or nothing like that. He turned amateur, really turned pro really young, and just a work in progress. So
what do you think about him wanting to retire at age 27? I didn't see the Roy Jones Relentless. I read some parts of it, and I heard he was crying on there, and what's your opinion about him wanting to fight up until age 27? Because I feel boxing, when you're in this game, you're in for the long haul.
Well, boxing always been a sport of the dispossessed. It always been a way to punch your way out to make a way for your family, quicker than than working a job. You understand? So it's always just been a way out in that aspect. Like you say, Henry Armstrong, he says he's working for the railroad. He got hit in the face. It got hit in the face with a newspaper. It said Kid Chocolate makes $70,000. He said, I could work for a whole lifetime at the railroad. I never make $70,000. The hell with this shit. I'm going to go fight. So I think that him trying to get out early is a good thing. When you see guys like Floyd Mayweather and Andre Ward, retiring with all their faculties, even great fighters, so far as a great fighter like Sandy Sadler, who retired with the featherweight championship, had all his money and everything. It's a lot of great fighters that retire with the money and with the prestige. You just don't hear about them enough.
But didn't Sandy Sadler die poor kind of also though?
No, Sandy Sadler was rich when he died. No, Sandy Sadler, like you said, go read that 42 world champions tell their story. Go read that. Sandy Sadler, the great featherweight champion, 103 knockouts. Also the junior lightweight champion.
Had the great battles.
Him and Willie Pep. So Big Baby, I had a chance to go down there and work with him earlier in this camp. They just got ready, but I had to, of course, Bud is my priority, and I got a chance to work with him. And, a lot of guys, and I'll speak for myself too, have a lot on their shoulders. Fighters come in contact with life. And, we was talking about the great Cincinnati fighters, Ricardo Williams and Ron Siler and those type of guys, that's in the streets. And it's not, it's so many other things that they come in contact with, that can derail their path to greatness or to glory. So, being a guy with, like Big Baby come from a small town like us, but, when you in a small radius.
City, though. Toledo kind of big. Toledo is Detroit's baby brother. I was born here and raised in Detroit. I've been living here
but
since
it's a small radius, so you're going to come in contact with your enemy more regular,
Yes.
So like how he was reading, how he was saying, and coming from a place like that, is just like I say, he want to make it out. So retiring early, a lot of sadness too. You heard the story, heard the coach, heard the mom, and growing up, my mother was on drugs at the time before too. So I can understand the sadness that he went through, and if you heard Coach Derry said, but even though where we was at, he stayed the course. You know what I'm saying? This is amateur coach. This is his mother. You know, they both on drugs. So, you know what I'm saying? Even though he didn't let that say, fuck it, I'm going to sell dope. I'm a, you know what I'm saying, and just do this and be a gangbanger. And, you know, he stayed the course. So, again, you know, and shout out to Miss Anderson. You know, shout out to Coach Derry, you know, for kicking that habit. You know, it's a hard thing to beat. So, shout out to them. And again, you know, Big Baby staying the course and you know, trying to create generational wealth, trying to be something, you know, trying to reach to the stars. So, you know, it can be a lot of pressure. You know, it's a lot of pressure. You know, life is a lot of pressure. And you know, the more they say, the more money, the more problems. You know, you got people coming out the woodworks. You know, you got people. You know, and I'm not saying that these guys is wrong. You know, these guys. You know. You helped they helped you when you had nothing. You know, they did something for you. Now they see, you know, so you know, not that they feel like you owe them something, but now they know that you can. You understand? So it's a lot of pressure, and you know, you remember those times when you didn't have nothing, or that person was there for you, and you want to help them. You know, so you know, you have so many people, you know, that you want to help. You understand? So that can be a lot of pressure on you, but you know, from talking with them and you know, I understand that aspect, you know, but I feel like he said, Roger Mayweather said, you know, a lot of fighters don't watch boxing, they don't know boxing, you know, and if you're gonna study somebody, you know, why not follow in the boxers? Because a lot of great boxers, they had trouble with their women, they got trouble with their parents, they got trouble with their kids, you know, they got personal problems.
Had trouble. Roger got knocked out by Rocky Lockridge.
But I'm saying personal. You understand? We're talking about personal. You know, personal problems outside the ring. You know, outside the ring. So you know, you got a lot of things.
Was a drug addict too, and I'm only saying that because you know, my older brother was a drug addict. He beat me up and fled to California way back in '91. So you know, I can relate to everything you're saying.
So like I say, you know, Big Baby, you know, and again, you know, like I say, a lot of pressure, but you know, humanity, you know, and they want to see humanity, you know. Big Baby get a lot of criticism about speaking, you know, and sometimes, you know, when you start letting this stuff out, you start crying. You know, sometimes you don't want to talk because you don't want to be vulnerable, you know, and you know, you want to, you know, in life, you know, sometimes keeping up a hard shell, you know what I mean? Because, you know, the world is cruel. You know, no matter how they slice it, there's a lot of beauty in the world, but the world is cruel. You know, they laugh right in your face and they turn around and talk about you in your back. You know, one day, you know what I'm saying? I was just reading, like I say, I'm reading the 42 world champions tell their story. And the guy says, it was what he was fighting, Harold Johnson. I think it was Willie Pastrana. And Willie Pastrana was a customado fighter along with Jose Torres, Floyd Patterson, and Mike Tyson. And, you know, he says that I didn't want to fight Harold Johnson. Harold Johnson, the great light heavyweight champion. You know, I didn't think I could beat Johnson. Nobody think I was going to beat Johnson. Anyway, I comes through, I beats Johnson. He said, so I'm going to the spot and they getting all my victory party ready. They didn't expect me to win. They had it all ready for Harold Johnson, but everything was empty. Because nobody likes a loser. They turn on you when you lose. You understand? They turn on you when you lose. You understand? Huh?
What's the name of that book?
It's 42 world champions tell their story.
42 world champions tell their story. Yeah, I think I heard of that before.
Yeah, it's a great read.
I'm just gonna say this real quick. None of the heavyweight prospects are ready for the heavyweight elite. I could see Jared going in there against what's his name, Ortiz, and beating him because Ortiz is old. Or I would like to see that as Dylan White versus Anderson, because now he's a contender now after the Martin fight, and the fight we cannot forget that he chose Martin. He chose that fight. So I think he's supposed to fight the guy next who he was supposed to fight, who had the visa trouble.
Okay, I was wondering if they was gonna put him in with that heavyweight that was too hurt. They were both terrible. The Viking looking dude and the other dude, terrible. Terrible.
Dude, that's who they hyping up. He has more of a boxing background, amateur experience than the black dude. The black dude used to play football and basketball at University at Miami.
Yeah.
Glenn Johnson
Yeah.
was my man's coach. I
Yeah.
think he's Jamaican.
Yeah. So, like I say, they was terrible. I don't know what they're gonna match Jared with, but like I said, I wasn't rushing. And again,
Right.
you got to appreciate these guys and watch them perform. All Big Baby's fights been exciting.
Yeah, even the Martin fight was so exciting. He came
Exactly.
back, was under pressure. You know what I mean? The first 3 rounds, you thought it was going to be a wash. But again, Martin is a seasoned pro.
Exactly.
People try to say, well, he's not no contender like a Zhang and all that, but he is a seasoned veteran pro who has experience. Even though he started boxing at 23, he's been in the ring with world champions. A world champion.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to Big Baby. Shout out to Toledo, man. I appreciate you calling in, family.
Thank you, man. As always, I'll catch you on the next go around.
Love, family.
I gotta, because of my work schedule, like I missed you like a whole past 2 months, and I finally caught up with you 2 Thursdays ago.
Yeah.
I never set my notification, but I'm gonna set my notification for your channel.
Well, I appreciate you, man.
I'll holler at you.
Much love.
Thank you again.
Yes, sir.
Holla.
Like I say, so I'm piggyback off what my guy said. Do me a favor. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the share button. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. You understand? Easy as 1, 2, 3. All right. Okay. What'd he say? It says, Ian Stevens says, I figured that out. I think he was talking about Broner and Spence. Of course. That's what he had to been talking about, Broner and Spence. You understand? Because that's how we whoop them. We whoop ass, huh? We don't take them. We give them out. All right. What they say? Talk that shit. Bud gonna put it on for him. K-Rock crew, you heard it. Huh? Easter, what he say? When Bud hit Earl behind that right ear with that right hand, life as he knew it, it's gonna get difficult. All right. I got Callie in the house. Go ahead, Callie.
Bernie, what's up, man? Appreciate what you do.
Man, appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in, family.
I got a question, man. So I watched the Jared Anderson fight last night. What you think about? Like, what were you most impressed with the win and how he fought? What were you most impressed with?
Well, that he just got through it. That he just got through it. He had to fight a late substitute. He fought a guy in Charles Martin, who was a seasoned guy, and in his hometown, and they never fight in front of your hometown because you want to impress them so much. You want to look good. You want to live up to everything everybody's saying, and but he came through. He got stunned, which we seen him get in other fights. So we know he got a chin. We can take it. We just don't want him to be taking it. You know what I'm saying? He got all the talent in the world. He got all the charisma in the world, and we just want to see him reach that peak. So. Again, with 15 fights, just take your time. Don't rush this guy. 25-0. Then we start talking about something. So we just keep getting him the right experience that he needs. Keep getting him the right experience that he needs. That's it. That's all I would say.
The other caller said, Martin ain't no punk, man. He a vet. He got the experience. I feel like it was experience versus youth.
Definitely
showed yesterday, but
definitely.
Anderson definitely bit down and he did what he had to do, especially like you said, in front of the pressure at home. He did. I felt like he put a good performance.
And again, like I say, it's excitement. Excitement. No matter how many people, that get people in their seats. If this guy's gonna be a tooth and nail fight, it's gonna be a hard fight. It's gonna be an exciting fight. That's what people want to see. So, again, that was it. People's on the edge. He can go. That's what a heavyweight fight is about, So again, I won't complain. It definitely they're gonna come back for more, and you're never gonna please everybody. You know what I'm saying? And again, one thing I don't want to put ahead of him, the guy is just young, 23 years old, 15 fights, and like I say, he learning. The heavyweight division is a deep division.
Yeah, exactly. And then what you think about Mason and the comparison that Tim Bradley said he reminds him of young pretty boy Floyd. What you think of that comparison? And I appreciate everything you do, my man.
Like I say, I like Mason. I think he a young talent. And again, we don't want to rush him too much. We don't want to rush him too much. I heard in the build up where he talking about being a world champion. Okay, understand that's the goal, son, but take your time first. This guy that he fought in 10 years, if you listen to what they said, and lost his last 3 fights. He lost his last fight, and he had lost his 2 comeback fights. So, that wasn't a really a test for Mason, but I think it was a good showcase for him. And I think Mason, he got he looking like all the goods, and just keep going. Don't read your clippings. Don't get hyped up too fast. Just take your time being who you are. You understand? Take your time being who you are. You might not be the biggest star. You might not be the most celebrated fighter, but you have a name. You have somebody. So you're right along with them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You're the young boy with the OGs. You feel me? So you know what I'm saying? That has to be said within itself. A lot of the guys that's on the higher ups is giving them a lot of credit. And you know what I mean? So that got to count for something, for a street cred and everything like that. So, again, just take your time. It's going to be your time. This guy's night. It's going to be your time. These guys, everybody had a time. Just take your time and enjoy the ride. That's what I would say. So I look forward to seeing him again.
Yes, sir. Well, shit, July 29th can't come soon enough, so we ready.
That's right. It's a coronation. It's a celebration. Huh? Appreciate you, Callie. Yes, sir. Okay. See, man, so what she say? See, man says most of these lads don't know their history, Bernie. I know. Somebody else said something. Rest in peace, Vernon Forrest. That's right. Rest in peace, Vernon Forrest. Rest in peace, Vernon. A real champion. Huh? A real champion. All right. Okay, so like I say, I ain't really got too much to say. We got a lot of predictions up here, Bud and 9, different things like that. Well, like I say, Errol Spence a hell of a fighter. We definitely getting ready, and I'm just so proud of my champ. I'm so proud of him. Really putting in the work, leading by example, and I'm just so glad everybody. We got a great team. The kids is around, the family is around. So what else can you do? Like I say, they say a hungry fighter is a good fighter. I say a happy fighter is a good fighter. These guys, like I say, being away from their family, seclusion, working day in and day out, so much at stake, so much at stake. Every fight you go in, one loss can be an end of your career. So, it's a lot of pressure, and, at this time, you know what I'm saying? And that's what feed the family. I'm reading about them champs. They say, man, I was in it for the money. Say, I didn't give a damn. I fought him anyway. I wanted the money. They said that looked better than anything, the money. Huh? Belt, you can't feed them with no belts. It's the money. All right. Okay, so with that being said, man, I appreciate everybody in the chat, man. It's been a wonderful conversation with you guys. Like I say, I hope if there's anything else that I didn't mention, you understand, we'll catch me on the next go round. Mr. International. Say shout out to Bernie. I appreciate you. Mr. Biggs, you fooling. Huh? We gonna beat his ass. Huh? Okay. All right. I know. They like when I talk stuff, man. But listen, look, like I say, I ain't got no more to say. I said it already. And it speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? Everything that done been said. The man said it himself. They done told you every time. The guy said it when Bud was on stage with Sean Porter. The man mentioned everything, told the truth. Bud out at Bob Arum them, that been true that they've been holding the kid down. All these guys we beat, they was undefeated. Beat the stew out of them, made them look ordinary. We talking about gold medalists. We talking about Olympians. We talking about undefeated guys. We talking about avoided guys. You understand? So again, a trailblazer, huh? Go where no man is gone before. You understand? Captain Kurt, huh? Shit. We reaching for the stars and on the 29th, huh? We gonna be at the crest. Like I say, it's a peak, baby. It's a peak. You see, ain't no platform. You understand? Huh? We going to the peak. You got to stand 2 toes down. Ain't no room for nobody else. And on the 29th, it's gonna be one man left standing. And you know who he is. It's gonna be Bud Crawford, pound for pound, the best fighter in the world, huh? And I stand on that. Ain't that what they say? I stand on that, huh? I stand on that. I'll wholeheartedly believe it. You understand? I buried it deep down in my soul, huh? I know it. The writing is on the wall. It's our time. All right. That's right. Swaggy D said both guys are really good. Just enjoy the fight. Again, you can't lose. It's the fight of the decade. So you understand? It's gonna be the best money you spent. You understand? They paid $89 for Keith Thurman to fight. They paid $89 for Keith Thurman to fight Barrios. Man, please. They wanted $89 for Deontay Wilder to fight Helenius. Man, please. Come on. Now you getting a super fight for $89. You can't lose. Like I say, get the folks in there, pack them up. You understand? Enjoy the night. Huh? What you going to do is you're going to see greatness, huh? And it's going to be on our part. We're going to see how great Earl Chin is. Huh? He going to take so many punches. Huh? We going to know that. Yeah. Okay. Paper chasing cannabis. What'd he say? Gas and mud, you know. Hey, I was coming down the incline today. We was working. We was coming down the incline today, if you know that Manitou incline, and it started raining. Man, I say, and you know they got nothing but dirt and rocks and everything on the steps. They said it rained. I said, what rain gonna do? Huh? I came out the mud when it rained. All it do is turn into mud. Huh? I been had my boots on. We been had our boots on. We wasn't gonna melt. Come on. Huh? Out the mud. Rose from the concrete. All right. Okay, Sketch Rez, I gotta say. Listen, man, I ain't no hype, man. Everything I'm saying is the truth. I'm a motivational speaker. Huh? You understand? Put me under the motivational category. You understand? I'm only gonna do nothing but light a fire. I ain't gonna hype you up. Hype is fluff and mirrors. You understand? That's like me telling Bootsy the best thing since sliced bread. See, that's not a hype because that ain't true. See, that ain't true. When I say Crawford is a 3-division world champion, that's facts. When I say we fought gold medalists, that's facts. When I say we beat undefeated fighters, that's facts. Huh? When I say we pound for pound, those are facts. You understand? Huh? They put it. They already did everybody to say this boxing. They already put it on there. You understand? So you understand? I'm coming from a place of facts, from truth, from validity, from substance. Okay, not hype, not hype. You understand? The proof is in the pudding. You dig? All right, understand that. Understand that. So I take offense. I take offense to the hype man label. No hype man. You understand? No hype man. You understand? I'm an advisor to the kid. Been an advisor to him since he was 7. You understand? Huh? He called me on the phone, say, Bernard, what should I do? I say, you got to invest in yourself, bud. I say, go ahead out there, go out there in the PAL tournament. I'm going to call my people out there and we're going to get you situated. You understand? And that's what we did. That's an advisor. He called me and asked me, what should I do, Bernard? I say, go ahead, man. You got money? He said, yeah, I got money. Go ahead. That's what I did. I put my own money in on myself. Yes, I asked nobody for nothing. Huh? I hustled and grinded, put my own money. All right? Advisor. You dig me? Okay. You understand? All right. No hype. Onion 77, you stink. You stink. You stink. Paul Carrot, you grass. You trash. You're a piece of garbage. You're a piece of gum underneath my foot. You piece of shit, motherfucker. You know what time it is. Get and go. Get you some, huh? Get you some. That bum said Moby Dick. Man, what the fuck? Jaws, motherfucker. Jaws. Talk about Moby Dick. Get the fuck out of here. You see what I'm saying? Big and harmless. Big and harmless. All right. All right. Okay. So listen, I can talk all day, but I won't. You understand? So, like I said, I want to give a super shout out to all my sponsors: Brenda K Cookies, Triple Threat, Altitude Kindles, B&B Boxing Academy. You know what I'm saying? Donnell the Accuracy Ball. You know what I'm saying? Will the Barber. Can't forget my guy, Will the Barber, taking care of me. I'll see you this week. You feel me? Shout out to my barber at home, Anthony Ladd. Shout out to the whole North Side. You understand, huh? It's going to be a coronation. It's a celebration, huh? We're going to have them boys on thin ice. So cold, going to freeze them, huh? Ooh. Oh, my God. That's how we go. Oh, my God. Then we go bust him with the hammer, except it's going to be an 8-ounce glove. You understand? We're going to freeze him. Huh? We're going to skate on him, huh? Huh? We're going to do the lippy thing on him, huh? We're going to do the Nancy Kerrigan on him, huh? Huh? We're going to skate on that boy. Huh? The 29th, like I say, we're going to the champagne room. We're going to blow it out all the candles. We're going to make mama proud. You understand? So make sure you do a couple things for me. Make sure you do the liking, you do the subscribe, do the sharing, and tune in to Showtime pay-per-view, July 29th. You understand? We got the first edition of the Blood, Sweat, and Tears, or however you want to call it. The All Access, that's what Showtime call it. All Access, July the 8th. Tune in for that. You know, a lot of great content. Those guys was great. great crew. So shout out to those Showtime guys. And like I said, we're gonna see the next show 1 week after that, couple weeks after that. We're gonna see the big fight. We got a couple appetizers going up. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, we got Night Davis going up. We got Lester Martinez going up on the same card. Two ferocious guys, hard punchers, 140-pound killer, 168-pound killer. Then, we got Keyshawn Davis, the businessman, with all the style and charisma in the world, showcasing July 22nd out there in Oklahoma, and the rest of the squad on there. Shout out to them guys. Can't see who all on there, but I know it's going to be a hell of a card. And then again, like I say, you got the last thing on the list. You got the fight of the decade going up. You understand? Trailblazing. Look at him. They following his footsteps anyway. Huh? He wanted to find a way. Huh? That's all right. Like I say, the best ain't hard to spot. And if you want to dare to be great, follow the best. So shout out to Charlo. You understand? Trying to dare to be great. Trying to keep up with Bud Crawford. You understand? But still ahead. We still one step ahead, champ. Still one step ahead. But I see you, baby. All right. So without further ado, I said I'm gone. I'm gone.